Introducing our guest speaker for this first session of 2024. And sorry for the delay. Yeah, there's some technical issues from our end that we couldn't go live. And yeah, now that we can see that, okay, so we are all uh, on this session, okay, and I would like to introduce Meenal Chawla, who is our guest speaker for the day. And yeah, so she has been into instructional design as a career for past decade, and she has contributed a lot as part of our LXD Guild community from Delhi chapter, and she continues to coordinate and collaborate with us to enrich and yeah, sorry, Meenal. Just lost you for a moment. Yeah, so over to you, Meenal. Yeah, so for the topic today, storyboarding with AI. Thank you.
Yeah, Sandeep, thank you for the introduction. And I'm sure you people are ready to deep dive into the subject storyboarding with AI. So we all have been hearing of AI from past 1.5 years, and we all have been questioning that what is going to happen and how is it going to shape up our careers as instructional designers. So today we are going to talk about storyboarding. Uh, using AI, and I hope each one of us will have some takeaway today. So let's go on and move on to the webinar. So the agenda for today is very simple. So we are going to talk about what and whys of storyboard. Why do we need a storyboard? Where does the storyboard fit into the ADDIE model? And AI in storyboarding, what are the use cases of a storyboard? And we are obviously going to talk about some tools that are being used, especially by instructional designers while storyboarding. And we are going to take a demo of one of the tools for sure. So, yes. So, let's move on. And Sandeep, I have a question. We all have been doing the storyboard. So, just in a simple word, what is a storyboard for you?
Yes, yeah, Meenal. So yeah, in my experience, yeah, the storyboard is something which I use as part of my design to put all the elements together, especially for the curriculum, uh, which helps all my stakeholders to connect and agree upon
Yes.
what we are going ahead and working on.
Yes. So it is like a blueprint or a visual design or a visual map of an e-learning course. So it is basically a basis of an e-learning course, right? And it helps you keep your content structured, engaging and on track, right? So, okay, why do we need a storyboard, Sandeep? Would you like to answer that question?
Yes, yeah. So storyboard is nothing but what I would like to call is a prototype, right, of what you are going to build. It is nothing but a foundation or a layout for what you are going to construct, right? So without
Yes,
foundation,
exactly.
definitely no structure stands tall or strong.
Yeah, yes. So bang on the point, Sandeep. I exactly give the same analogy while, talking about a storyboard. So it is like building a house with some design. So what happens if you don't have a proper design in hand and you start building a house? What is going to happen? You'll end up wasting a lot of money. You'll keep redoing things and you'll waste money, effort, and time and whatnot, right? So that's where we need a storyboard. So What does it do? It helps us save time, effort, and cost. It helps to keep the content structured, and it will obviously help you keep the content engaging. And when it comes to project, it is very important to adhere to the project scope, right? So storyboard essentially helps us achieve all of this, right? So yes, so we all have been talking about storyboard and or ADDIE model since the beginning of our careers. So where does it fit into this ADDIE model? So we have already said that it is a design, or it is a visual map of a building of your e-learning course. So where does it fit? It fits. Where does it fit? It fits into design stage of the ADDIE model. It will give you a blueprint, a visual map of the e-learning course or your building, to so to say. Yeah. Okay. So Sandeep, would you like to add something to this?
Yes, thank you, Meenal, for really putting across in such a clear way. So, yes, so storyboard is nothing new to an instructional designer or even an e-learning developer. So, what I have seen through my experience is mostly the e-learning developers find it very handy when a storyboard is very clear, right? So,
Yes,
uh,
yes,
what we can talk about is the two major types of storyboard which we come across. One is the textual storyboard, the other one is the functional storyboard, which I would like to use the term as. So
yes,
where you have all the elements covered in that, right? So I think,
definitely.
yeah, so that is again a very major part of ADDIE. So thank you very much for
Yes,
highlighting on that. Yeah, so would like to hear
yes.
more on what you have for us, so where AI comes into a storyboarding.
Oh, definitely. So there are ample of tasks that you can perform using AI, and I'm sure you have done it in past, you have been doing it, but we actually don't think it in a structured way, what we are going to do with it. We just go to ChatGPT and get some content out of it and just do it, right? So okay, so we have been using chat gpt and all of that for all the times, but before that I would also like to talk about the industries wherein you can use storyboard. So obviously most of the companies, most of the industries have their L&Ds and know their L&D department, and they have these learning courses. So storyboard is everywhere. And not to miss on the point, for example, if you're going in for a meeting with your boss, you create a storyboard in your mind. I am going to say this to this. What are the possible answers? And based on the possible answers, you are going to create your own storyboard to those replies, right? So we are creating a storyboard in our mind for each and every situation. But professionally, these are the industries, health, engineering, animation, film, media, pharma, IT, or maybe comic strips, or maybe marketing or game design, product design. So all these are the industries where the storyboards are used. But I really feel that the skill that we have, the storyboarding skill, can be this can be upskilled to use in some industries as a profession. If you would like to explore those profession, then you can explore it in film and and media. If you have that creative bent and you ever thought of creating your own film or something like that, then of course, then comic strips, then marketing and game design, of course. So we have played so many games, and there goes a lot of storyboard behind those game designs. So of course you can if you want to explore those segments where you want to use the skill that you have learned over the years of storyboarding, then you can go ahead and always try these professions also. So Sandeep, would you like to add something to it?
Yes, thank you, Meenal. So I was actually trying to jump in here, so thank you for calling me out here. Okay, so
Yeah.
yes, so it is not that it's only restricted to a corporate learning or an educational learning. It is definitely industry agnostic. That uh, the usage of storyboard, yes, if it is brought out, and I think definitely there are several industries which they can adopt this particular methodology. And yeah, the
Yes.
one which highlights for me is the comic strips, right? So definitely comic strip is
Yes.
something without a storyboard, I think. So if even we look back
Definitely.
to our childhood days, we have seen
Yes.
all
Yes.
those comic books which are
True.
nothing but literally like a storyboard to us, right?
Yes.
So
Yes.
I think, yeah, so storyboard is really just uh, maybe a methodology which is sitting out with that jargon, I should say, but
Yeah.
everybody knows what it is, yeah, but
Yes.
may
Yes.
not
We
be
have
the
been.
title. Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
So
Definitely.
okay,
Definitely.
thank you.
Definitely.
So then,
Yeah.
yeah, so these are the industries as you are talking, and yes, we have scope for many other uh, domains where it's not just limited to instructional
Yes.
designer
True.
role,
True. True.
right?
True. True.
Yes.
Definitely. Definitely. So now I'm going to dive into AI, into storyboard.
Okay.
Okay.
So the
So we
most
have,
awaited one, Meenal.
yes. Yes.
Okay.
So what are the tasks that you have assigned to AI so far, Sandeep?
I think, yeah, I have used AI literally to just help me with some content if I ever need to write some what do you say, a post or a comment. And at times I even use now that it is integrated a lot with our Outlook software. So when you try
Yes.
go ahead and start writing an email in Outlook,
True.
definitely it starts popping out something, right? And yeah,
Yes.
I think it's becoming an integral part of our work. Not yet the
Yes.
personal life though.
But we have not been using its capability to the maximum, right?
Yes, see, that depends upon. So if somebody is an AI professional, definitely they have to get advanced skill set in that, and then that is where they make money. And I see several ads on YouTube where somebody comes and just talks, okay, hey, yeah, just got a promotion. Oh, that's
Yes.
nice. So then you know how much I got the hike? Okay, so it is 10x times or 20x times, right? So I
Yeah.
don't know how true that is, but if AI does it,
Yeah.
then definitely I think I'll start immediately upskilling
Yes.
in AI.
So yeah, so this is just a small effort to bring AI into little structured way into storyboarding. How can we use it? So here, content writing, content analysis, creating course outline, or storyboarding, or content editing. So these are the tasks that we generally assign on the content side. So we know that in the storyboarding we majorly have two segments. One is the content side, the other is the visual side. So on the content side, these are the tasks that you can perform, and I have mentioned several tools that you can use for content writing, content analysis, creating course outline, or storyboarding, or content editing. So the first and the foremost, the one is the Chat GPT for content writing, Bard, Binge, and again for you can use it for analysis part also, Chat GPT. And there are some tools who would which would actually help you in summarizing the entire content, or writing objectives. So these are like Elicit and GenAI and Hamata. So these are the tools that you can really use to basically summarize, or for content analysis. And then we also have tools to actually create storyboards. So these are like Clue Labs and Croc IO, and there are many more. There are many more, right? And for obviously for content editing, you have Grammarly, WordTune, and ProWriting Aid, and whatnot. I mean, these are just the starting point for us. And then, as I said, in the storyboarding, we have two major components. One is the content, the other is the visual. So in the visual element,
Yeah, before Meenal, before you move to visuals, so I just would like to know how many of
yeah.
them are free.
Okay, so okay, Chat GPT up to some level, most of them are free. Like Clue Labs is free for up to some extent. Croc IO is not. Grammarly is up to some extent, it's free. Bard is free. Elicit is not. And most of them, they give you like one or three or four this thing
Yes,
chances,
yes,
and then after
yes.
that they
They
obviously
get.
ask for subscription. But I have seen, in my opinion, what I have seen, the subscriptions are very low, they are not very high,
Mm,
that you can't afford it. In fact, I also thought to have some subscription, you know just
mhm.
to create own portfolio. Why not use AI to
Great.
create your own portfolio? You don't have
That's
to
great.
put, you just want to use it and show your capability. Boss, I'm using AI and I can create a portfolio without taking too much of effort and too much of time. Yeah.
Makes sense. Yeah. So yeah, whenever I approach my team and when I ask them to, okay, so how about use one AI tool? So after some time they come back and say, hey, looks like our credits are exhausted and we need to subscribe for it. So I think yeah, so that is something which started with most of the AI
Yes.
tools started like a free
So you can always
freemium
create a
download.
new account. You can always create a new account and go ahead.
Exactly. Yeah, but I think yeah, the creative elements which are there, the assets, they remain there
Yes.
if you switch the accounts. There are both
Yes.
pros and cons to it, I think. But yeah, you
Yes.
can
Yes.
weigh. So as you mentioned, if you really have a purpose, you really have a requirement, yeah, you go ahead and purchase because I think what I see
Yes.
is the minimal $10 or $15 or
Yes, yes.
$20
They're
even subscription
yes,
prices.
yes. So they are very cost effective. They are not very expensive, and I
Yes,
think you can have monthly subscription. If you
that's
want to
right.
have some, you're doing some work which requires to use the AI for a limited period of time, then obviously you can have it for a short period of time, and finish your project and get away with it, right?
Great. Great. Thank you. Thank
Yeah,
you for enlightening on what is the freemium and the premium of it. Yeah. Yeah. Over to
yeah.
you for the next set of tools which are talking on the visuals.
Yes. So in the visuals, you might have seen, you sometimes you have some idea of image in your mind, and you think that I and then you search internet and sometimes you get it, but then it is not a foolproof kind of thing. Of course, in AI also you will not get a foolproof kind of thing, but at least to reach out to your graphic designer that, boss, I want something like this, right? So in that case, he or she will be able to help you if you can put your text into the image format, right? So sometimes we have to change a text to image, then we want to edit an image. Sometimes we want to remove the background, or blur the background. We have been using in the calls also, right? So or sometimes we want to have on a higher resolution. So for we also have the AI tools for image editing. And then we also have lot of tools for infographics. Most of them are paid, which I have not mentioned here. Canva up to some extent is free. Pictochart is there for infographic. Again, they are like more or less paid tools, right? And text to video is something that you can use it very nicely. And I have thought of it a lot of time, create your own videos using AI and upload it on YouTube. So that's where text to video can help a lot instructional designers. So there are some tools like CapCut, Colossian, DID. We did a webinar on DID, right? And Deep Brain AI and Descript, some like that. So Sandeep, do you have any inputs on this? Have you worked on any other AI which being used for visuals,
I
and which
love
is free
Canva.
also?
So I've been
Yeah,
using Canva and I'm a subscriber of Canva. And I've seen
yeah,
some Indian version of Canva too, and I think yeah, I need to explore it. But I
yeah,
think yeah, so mostly Canva caters to all the requirements. If
yeah,
you talk of text to image, so now that
yes,
they have introduced Magic tool, which
yes,
really
yes.
does a lot of editing on its own. Amazing. at this point of a time what Canva is offering, and it's very
Yes.
minimal pricing. I think it's
Yes.
really doing great. And text to video, yeah, I'm not very sure of text to video, but uh, I've come across Synthesia. Did you put that across?
Yes.
Okay, I don't find it here.
No.
So
It's a paid.
Synthesia.ai
Yes.
is, yeah,
Yes.
Synthesia.ai. It's a paid version, but I think they are really developing the platform and the product in an amazing manner,
Mm,
and they
yes.
have built up a very huge capabilities around it. Yeah, it's
Yes.
definitely a good try to go with it.
Yes. Yes. So one more. Yes. Synthesia.
Yeah,
Okay.
so you can just add.
So
Yeah, if you ask me, you can keep adding. There are like tons and tons, and I
yes.
see there
Yes.
is one
Every
top.
day.
There is
Every day there is new AI, and if you go to Google, those extensions, you
yes.
will find, I don't know how many AI extensions to make your job easy.
Yeah. So what I found that what I came across recently is there's something called as there is an AI for that. Yeah. So
Okay.
there's something where
Okay.
you just go and you just key in what you are looking for as part of an AI tool, and you get a list of it. And yeah, so we have Abhishek Das, yeah, who is writing up here. I think instructional designers should be aware of graphic designing. Yes, it really
Yes.
helps because sometimes it's hard to explain to the graphic designer about the requirement.
Yes. Yes,
So
so that's what I
uh,
said. Sometimes we have some image in mind. We want to, present our content in this way, this line in such a way, but we are really not able to tell that to a graphic designer. So in that case, AI could be of great help.
And also we have Tinchu Sebastian, who writes, just my experience, but with the right prompts, ChatGPT can be used for most of these tasks, even to an extent of storyboarding. A lot of editing and
Yes.
prompting are still required to fine tune and get the
Yes.
required
Yes.
result. So, yeah, so that is what
Yes.
I think we are talking of prompt engineering, or
Yes.
writing the right prompt so that you get the right output, right? So
Yes.
really
Definitely.
great, yeah. So
Definitely.
yes, that's great
So
input. Thank you, Abhishek and Tinchu. So over to you, Meenal.
yes. So now we are going to, deep dive into one of the tools that we have, talked about in storyboarding, which I really think can be, game changer. For now, it is really helpful, but I am sure going forward, it is, going to change the storyboarding game, you know. So let's deep dive into storyboard. So I am going to take you through a very good tool, AI tool called Clue Labs, right? So shall we start, Sandeep?
Yes, Meenal. So just for the audience sake, so there is a question about if there's a recording. So this is a live session, and you can view it any point of time under LXD Guild page. It is available for you. Thank you. Yeah, over to you, Meenal. Yeah, we are good to start because I think we have been waiting for this
Yes.
moment. Go ahead.
Okay. So this is Clue Labs. Okay. So you can go to cluelabs.com and you can, you have to sign in as of now.
Meenal, sorry,
Yes.
we are not able to view your uh, the page which you are showing. We can only see
Okay,
how
let
to
me.
start the page.
Uh, you're not able to view it?
No,
Okay.
I think you're only sharing the tab. So if you can share the screen, we'll start viewing it.
Okay. Let me just stop sharing first and I'll share it again.
Perfect.
Okay. Can you see it now?
Yes, Meryl. Looks good.
Okay. Okay. So this is the tool I'm talking about, Clue Labs. So you have to go and you have to sign in, and this page opens wherein it gives you option to start a new storyboard, or I have some existing, so It is already there, but I will show you it's through this walkthrough, and you will be amazed by the result, I am sure. Obviously, okay, we'll talk about this later. So let's dive into this project. So I want to start a new storyboard. It takes some time. So it gives you options that I will paste or type my knowledge base. So you can, just type in your content, the raw content, and it will turn it into a storyboard. Or if you don't have anything, you want AI's help, then I want AI to write the knowledge base. Or you can just start with a blank project, type in whatever you do, and you can just go ahead with it. Okay, so before that, we also have some settings here. So, you can define these settings: numbering, slide titles, or on screen text, you know, and font size, etc. So you can do all these settings. So let me just uh, first start the storyboarding thing. So I want to take the help of AI to write the knowledge base. So here you give a prompt. Uh, Sandeep, would you like to give a prompt for any short storyboard? So in this, you should keep the course length shorter. Uh,
Mhm. Maybe
Sandeep,
we
would you
can
like to give some?
ask, why not we try with our audience, maybe Abhishek or Tinchu? Yeah, if you are okay, can you just drop any prompt, what you want the storyboard to be developed, or maybe you are working on some project at your office. Yeah, just leave one liner. Let us try.
A little detail, because accordingly it will give you output. If you give a too raw output, raw input, obviously the output will not be that good. So
Okay, let us see how.
for
See,
what
this
is the,
is just like a
what is the
test.
audience? Yes, okay, let's do it as
Yeah,
a
so let
test.
us
So
see. Yeah, anybody from our audience, if you can post any prompt which you would like to see the magic happen here, the AI magic. Yeah. Okay, we have Ashrita sharing overview of AI, and we have Amal Raj who, yeah, gives a little more detail, policies and procedures, overview of why policies and procedures creation and maintenance is important.
okay, so
Does that
what should I
suffice?
write?
So
Can you
it
please
may be
repeat?
overview of policies and procedures,
Overview of
yeah,
policies and
and procedures,
procedures
and
of what?
why. Uh, okay, there's no off actually. So okay, maybe
Procedures
overview of policies and procedures for what you can connect policies and
for
procedures.
whom? Who
Amal,
is the audience? And what kind
yeah,
of policies are we talking about? And we have to at least tell them. Policies on
are you
labor
talking about
laws?
government? Yeah, maybe. Is that
Policies,
okay, Amal? Yeah,
policies
yeah.
on
Let's
labor
go with.
laws? Labor
Uh-huh,
laws?
uh-huh.
Labor laws for a law firm, right?
Okay. Hmm.
Um this course is for uh, interns, right? Let's say interns in the law firm, right?
Okay. Okay. Oh, Abhishek says
Let's
we can go with POSH, posh. And maybe,
okay,
yeah. So
okay,
now already it is typed as
okay.
labor law. So let us stick with it in the interest of time. Go ahead, Meenal.
Okay, okay. So okay, please include. Let's be a little polite with the. Please include
Request? Okay.
some some scenario, some scenarios, or case studies, or picture description, or what do we say? Role activities,
Hmm.
right? Okay, so so far is it not happening? Okay, right. So I'm giving giving just a little prompt, and I'll hit continue. So it asks for the length of the module, right? So you can set the length. Obviously, the length of your course will depend on the content and the prompt that you have given, in how much detail you want the content, right? So obviously the length will depend on that. So I'll adjust the length to whatever length you can. No, you can have it for 30 minutes in this case, and for here I'm just keeping it for 10 minutes. So what happens is it creates an outline for you first. It takes some time, and here it gives you an overview. So it gives you, overview
Mhm.
what is there in the course, and if you want to add a new item, you can add it, or you can regenerate an outline in each of
This
these.
looks good. Yeah, looks like the designer's task is half done.
Yes, so it gives you an outline, right? And then
Yes.
you hit continue.
Hope we do not have a course created automatically and it starts showing up. That's a huge risk to us.
So we have to be a little patient with
So
the
yeah, so
AI.
maybe as a filler, okay. So as we are waiting
Yeah.
for it to write or AI to work,
Yeah.
there is I don't know how many of you have heard of Carl Kapp. He's a professor of Bloomsburg University, and I think yeah, it's come up. Yeah, so just let me wrap it up. So
Yeah.
yeah, we had like last 2 quarters a lot of things running around AI, and what he made a statement which really, if happens, yeah, I think it would be great. So in 5 years from now, no one in L&D will be talking about AI. So fingers crossed. I don't know what it's going to be. Yeah, but yeah, this recording is there. So let us see what happens after 5 years. Yeah,
Let's see.
over to you,
So
Meenal. I
okay.
think yeah, we got the
So
output.
so yeah, so it has given you the outline and some details of each of the chapter. You know what it is
Hmm.
going to be. It is going to include, like, labor laws are set of regulation and this and that. Then significance of labor laws, what is there in that. You know, you can just read it, and if you want to edit it, you can edit it. And you, see, we have to put in our intelligence, human intelligence into it to be more effective, and more effective in using AI, right? So at each point, it is better that you review what is there, what it has given to you, right? And if you are satisfied with the content outline, you go ahead, and then it asks you to include what kind of type of slides you want, and how you want it. Sections, chapter summaries, you want questions. Okay, how many questions you want? Let's say 5. I want 5 for now. Okay, then you continue. Then again, it has some settings. How do you want the content, like slide placements, content per slide? How do you want it? Short slides with high slide count, average slides, long slides, very long slides, and low slide count. So you can have it the way you want it, right? And quiz placements, where do you want your quiz to be there? No, at the start of generated blocks of slide, throughout the generated slides, at the end of the generated slide. So whatever settings you want to apply, you can apply those settings. And then at the end, you create slides. And again, it is going to take some time. So it has got 31 slides on this topic. and it is going to take some time.
Oh, are we going to wait for all the 31 slides?
Yes, we have to.
Okay. Okay. So then, yeah, so maybe yeah, open to the audience. So what do you think? Okay, did anybody get a chance to use this particular tool by name Clue Labs? Or did you try anything on storyboarding which you would like to share? Open to you. It's you can share it in the comments, please. Yeah, Tinchu says, in meantime, you can grab a cup of tea. Finally,
Sure,
IDs will get
sure.
some time for a break.
Definitely. So that's what the
But
point
beware,
is all about.
beware of this situation, Tinchu. If you are going to take a long break, AI is going to take or replace you, please. Yeah, just
uh,
kidding. Yeah, maybe I have
yeah.
some points even on that. So that is at the conclusion of this webinar. That big question, right? So we'll definitely come to
Yes.
that. So yeah, coming back. So did anybody try their hands on any AI tool for storyboarding? Please leave your comments. So there is, I think, which we already used there. So there's a software called Wonderlab, uh, which again provides you that option, which also includes chatbot in your course. So that's something very interesting. I would really love to uh, try that. Yeah. Can it be used to create 40 hours of content? Example, 5 days of ILT. Minal?
No, this is not for ILTs, I guess, but you can always, create your content, ask for suggestions for visuals and role plays or activities, things like that. And you can, of course, use its capabilities for content side, and whatever narration text is it is going to provide, or no, on the on screen text kind of thing.
Okay,
So those kind of help it can provide you.
great. So does that answer your question, Ashrita? Yeah, see, end of the day, what we are doing is we are generating the content. Yes. And yeah,
So here
I
it
think,
is.
okay, so we got here. I think it's still narrating, or is it already
so,
Meenal?
so it is there. So it actually
Oh,
gives you narration script, on screen text, and visual and production notes, right?
oh,
Right.
this is
So
great. I think
so
companies
in the
can save
narration,
some
yes.
companies, firms can save some money on Microsoft Office.
Right.
So no
So
PowerPoint presentations or
yes.
Microsoft Word to do this job. Yeah.
Yes. So it at least gives you, starting point wherein it is, giving you suggestion for a, narration script, or what is going to be there on the, on screen text. And obviously it does not provide you images, but it gives you a
Prompts.
prompts for or maybe description of the visuals, like it says, a breakdown of the key provision of labor laws such as minimum wage, overtime pay, and and chart comparison of labor laws in different countries or jurisdictions, or
I
a
think
short
this is
video.
yes, Minal. So this
So
is enough for a e-learning developer, right? So this is how which
yes,
traditionally an e-learning
yes,
developer is provided so that they pick it up from there for the development. I
definitely,
think yeah, this is
definitely.
really great, but maybe yeah, we would
So
like to really deep dive into how accurate the information is. Or I just want
yes,
to, is it okay, Minal, if I can just leave some space to our participants here? So uh,
definitely,
do
definitely.
you do you think there is something which you really want to question? So maybe the accuracy, or at least the framework which is used. So is it something different from what you are usually doing, or does it fit into it? Okay, so we have Amal Raj who says, tried using Chat GPT. What I noticed is that the content provided by AI was from the sources across the web. I feel it's not so useful in creating personalized storyboards according to the company's requirements. I think uh, yeah, that is something which even we are trying to communicate. Yeah, maybe across
Yes.
all our communications and posts or this webinar too. So, Meenal, what is your thought?
So, of course, he's absolutely right in that sense. So, see, human intelligence cannot be replaced, in my opinion.
Yes,
Uh, you must use that, brain that God has given you. You should definitely go ahead and, make it personalize and, bring your personal touch to whatever you do. Else, there will be
yes,
nothing left, right? So, that
yeah.
personal touch is definitely required.
So Meenal's statement and one small sentence I can give, like maybe, yeah. So you can create a learning structure or a content, but using AI, but to provide the learning experience, you definitely
Yes.
need the human intelligence. Yes,
Mhm.
yeah, that's great.
Yes,
And we
yes.
have Abhishek who is adding comment here. Never used Clue Labs before. Thank you so much for the session. I sometimes use ChatGPT to provide VBA macros to create an effective presentation. Then I turn it into a storyboard myself, particularly short content or POCs. I think, yeah, this is really great, Abhishek. So maybe this is a learning to us. So we can try hands on that. Thank you. Yeah. Back to you,
Thank
Meenal.
you. Yes. So, yeah, I'm kind of almost done. And now, if you want to take it to a further level, then whatever prompt it has given you for your visual description, you go to another AI and, just give that prompt to, let's say, I have this Firefly Adobe from Adobe, and it says give a prompt and it will give you an image. So, let's see if it gives it or not. I'm not sure. Gavel or scales of justice to represent legal nature of laws. So, can you see my screen? Uh,
Now, I
I
think
have,
so each time you shift a different page or a
okay.
screen, you need to
Let me,
create
okay, let me just,
yeah,
yeah, let me
yeah.
just do that again. And
Welcome, Abhishek. And I think you have provided some tip to us how we can use VBA macros to create something as part of storyboarding. Yeah, thank you.
so this is Firefly from Adobe. So, this also gives you, you know, uh, text to image this thing, and you just go ahead, you log in, you create an account, and create your account and generate the images as you want. So let me see if it gives you the result or not. Okay, it also gives you option, the effects, what kind of effects you want in your image. So you can select the effect, and there are some advanced settings as well that you can use and produce your output. So I think it is going to give us something. Let's see how much time does it going is it taking. So in a way,
Looks
it
like,
gives you a
yeah, Minal.
basically a starting point, right?
Hmm, hmm.
Yeah.
So I think this is the thought time
So
which we
yes.
usually take. Okay, yeah, I see some
Yes.
results
So
coming up.
yeah. So I took that prompt from the storyboard, and I asked this AI generator from Adobe to give me an image, and it has given me this image for justice and
So,
things like that. Right?
graphic designer's job done.
Yes.
Yeah. Until
Yes.
unless, yeah,
So,
if you need personalized, yeah, you need one more. Yeah.
yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yes. So
Okay, great.
you just you download, copy, and paste in your storyboard, and your storyboard is ready,
Yes.
but not before you give it your personal touch to it. So again,
Yes.
I'm going to come back to my screen.
Yes. So I think, Meenal, so to quickly add here, I think so the entire process, right? So how we are going ahead and generating the script or the content using the prompt which you add. And then, see, there are AI tools again which support not only with the storyboard but also to help you with the graphics, right? So that
Yes.
till that, yeah, it is addressed. So now I think, how about as always, the question remains. So, how about the accuracy? So, how do I go ahead and understand what I generated now till now? Okay, using whatever tools, which the Clue Labs, and then maybe the Adobe Firefly. So, that fits into the project requirements or the client requirements. Meenal, am I audible to you?
Yeah. Yes, yes. So, of course, Sandeep, uh, so whenever we are using AI, we cannot use it blindly. You must review it. So no AI is foolproof to the unique problems that we have. And it is always a good idea to review. We always do a review, right? Even if it is a human made storyboard. So in the case of AI, we definitely need to review and get it reviewed from the SME, right? So for
Yes.
example, in this case, labor law, if it has generated some content, it is better that you get it reviewed from some law person. Otherwise, somebody is going to sue you for giving wrong
Yes.
information. So for these kind
Yes.
of courses, you must review it, right? And once you review it, you have given your human touch, you have placed your human intelligence into it, you just go ahead and give your real solution. So my take is that you just can't use AI blindly. You must review what it has given to you. How does it suit to your requirement? And how can you implement in a better way? So that's
Yeah,
what my take
we
is.
have. Yeah, thank you, Minal, for that. Yeah, that's really true. And we have another participant who, as a follow-up to Amal Raj, what he mentioned. Will it be correct to say that copyrighted content cannot be used on AI platforms, as this may end up being an infringement? So, what would be your take on
Okay.
this?
Okay, so there are also tools that checks for plagiarism. So if it has given you content like that, then go to those AI tools again and check if they are plagiarized or not. So again, you can do that.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, so you can go ahead and get that information if there
Yes.
is some copyright attached to that. Uh, Otherwise, most of the times when you are going ahead and pulling some creative asset, we intend or we are. It is better. It's a best practice to go ahead and give the credit, right? So that is
Yes, yes.
something to avoid any complications. Yes. Thank you
Definitely,
for bringing that up
definitely.
question, and thank you, Meenal. I think that answers it. So yeah,
Yes.
okay. So we have AI versus ID role. Yeah. So maybe we are coming and drawing close to our time. Yeah, we have last 5 minutes, and
Yeah.
yeah, I think we are wrapping up with the big question, and hope we'll have some answer to it. Over to you.
So yeah. So we all have been thinking that IDs are going to be replaced by AI. So far my answer is the no. It cannot. So AI cannot replace human intelligence and creativity. We must use it efficiently to make our jobs better. But also at the same time, we should not consider that it is not important to learn about AI, because we as a IDs, or the creator of learning courses, we must be aware of what is being there in the industry. So the knowledge of AI tools is always going to give an upper edge, right? So I hope this makes sense to a lot of us. How should we use AI in a better way to make our job a little easy, right?
Yes, yes. I think yeah, that's a really great statement, Minal. Thank you for bringing us by introducing to us what storyboard is and then how we can integrate AI into that. And now,
Mm.
yeah, I think you are giving us some soothing response to that big question. So does that replace? So what I see is like there is some partial effort which AI helps when it comes to design part. Yeah, great. And if you are using Adobe Firefly, then I think graphic designers, so you should be a little scared or worried. And then I think end of the day, yes, so it is just a prompt and
Yes,
something which is generated of existing information here and there. And
yes, yes,
looks like the QAs, right? The quality analysts or the QA roles are going to increase when you
yes.
have more generated content. So looks like okay,
True.
QAs, you are safe. Okay.
Yes.
I don't know how many people or how many companies really hire only a QA as part of the entire instructional
True,
design team. So
true.
okay, so that is something which we can conclude on, where everything AI helps us is to utilize our time efficiently so that whatever the collaboration happens at the initial stages of the process is supported. And then after using what AI offers you, end of the day, it is us who needs to go ahead and add that personalization, add that experience which you would like to offer to your learner, right? So that is something which at this point of time, I think AI is not still offering. Okay. And
Yes.
I just would like to make one note here that we have seen the industrial revolution, right? And we have seen information revolution. We have seen data revolution, and now we are seeing AI revolution. And all these revolutions or all these changes, humans have adapted. So
Yes.
we are made to adapt to the change. So I don't know if tomorrow there's another new revolution coming our way. They speak a lot about what do you say, the Bitcoin or the technology around it, the Web3, right? So it has come in and not really taken the stage. But yeah, maybe there's something new coming in on our way. But I would like to make a note here that we cannot be replaced. Okay, definitely, because we have to be
True.
there to at least generate that prompt. Okay, so yeah, nothing to worry about our rules or something, but yeah, the best way, as Meenal has mentioned, is get skilled. And yeah, there is one question, Meenal, if you like to take it. I think another, just a last one. So
I wish
do you think
yeah,
do you think that with more AI influence there will be shorter turnaround times and pressure on IDs?
hopefully, yes.
Uh-huh, okay.
I believe
Good.
so. I believe so if the managers don't create too much fuss about everything.
Yeah. So thank you for that, Minal, and thank
Sorry if
you.
anybody is manager out there.
No offense. Yeah, no offense taken. So thank you
Yeah.
very much to all the participants for the joining us in this evening for this amazing session, and hope you had some interesting takeaways and we would like to hear more about it. And you can keep commenting or posting on how the session went and what would you like to know more, okay, on how AI influences ID. And we have a lot of resources coming on your way. Please visit us at www.lxdguild.com, and you can write to us at hello@lxdguild.com. And we are on all the social platforms. Yes, you can go ahead and keep signing up or subscribing to us for more information. And watch out for our new course on AI in instructional design, which will be coming your way this month, that is in the month of February, which will help you get AI ready. So thank you, and thank you very much, Meenal, for your time and a wonderful
Thank you,
session,
Sandeep. Thank you,
which
everyone.
is knowledge filled. Thank you.
Thank
Have
you.
a good day,
Thank you.
all.